Alright guys, I got the wind turbine meter hooked up, but of course there's no wind at all. The turbine's outside is not turning, but we all hooked up. Seem to be reading a little bit off because it's reading 56.6 and on here it's 55.6, so it's a whole volt off. I wonder if you could adjust it from the inside. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look in the book and see. I know this one here, you can adjust it to get it to the right voltage. But other than that, I just wanted to let you know that I got it hooked up. Now, that's the main line coming in from outdoors. Wraps around and it splits off and it comes in. It's 6 lines. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. Because it's a dual L and B. I mean, not L and B. It's a dual core. And both of them are 24 volts. So to get 48 volts, I had to come off of this ground and come over to this hot. So that right there turned 24 into 48. Then you use this hot and you use this ground. Then it comes around, comes into the meter, comes out the meter, and it hooks to the battery. Positive right here and negative right here. And that's the dump load right there. When it gets up past, I think I got it set at 50. Yep, 58. When it goes up past 58, when it hit 58, it dumps the load. And when it gets back to 57.3, it comes back on. Yeah. So that's it. So everything is pretty much hooked up. One of my subscribers wanted to see how my battery breakers was hooked up. You got your ground right here. Your ground comes around, and there's the breaker right there. And I'm using a 250 amp breaker. And over here, you got your hot. Hot comes around, and I got another 250 amp breaker right there for the hot. And it comes off of that breaker and it goes right on the other side of that wall. I'll go in there here in a second and I'll show you. But it goes on the other side of that wall and go into the inverter. Now how I got this 250 amp breaker was, I had 3 pips, and the 3 pips was running into the one breaker, and the charge controller would do like 40 amps. Sometimes you see it up to like 50 amps. And when all 3 of them start charging, it would kick that 100 amp breaker. So I ended up having to put a 250 amp breaker, and I just reused these instead of using the 100 amps. So that's how I got the 250 amp breaker. But let me go out here and I'll show you where it finally ends up. Hold on. Okay, it comes out of the breaker and it comes right out right through here, go directly into the inverter. So that's how the wiring is on coming from my battery to my inverter. And right now you can see 55.7 volts is where we are right now. And or it just dropped to 56, and that's exactly what the dump load was set at. It was setting at 55.6, 55.7, going back and forth. but the wind turbine gauge is at 56.6. So yeah, we'll figure that out. But let me show you the wind turbine over here on this side. Hold on. Okay, you got this right here is my brakes. When I don't want the wind turbine to spin, I lock both of them down like that, and that locks it outdoors. And it comes from outdoors, it comes into there, then it goes around right there, goes through there, goes across, and then goes inside of that room in there. But that is the wind turbine. This right here is my breakers for my solar panels. And then I have my other black wind turbine. It'll go right here. The brake for it will go right there. I haven't got it. I haven't finished hooking it up. I was playing with it the other day. I had it hooked to these batteries right here. And I was making sure everything was still working, because I had it disconnected for so long and it was not hooked to anything, and the brake had been on for at least almost a year. But other than that, that's all that's going on, and I hope that helped you out on how I had my cables running from my batteries to my breakers and then to my inverter. Alright guys, that's it for tonight. I'm going to go on and shut it down and go on to bed. Alright, have a good one now.